All right, hello guys. I am so excited to be back. Okay, I see some people filtering in here. So, welcome back to another Facebook Live. My name is Sarah King. I'm the founder of Invigorate Physical Therapy and Wellness here in Austin, Texas. I am a Parkinson specialized physical therapist and an Invigorate. I work one-on-one with clients who have been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, help them figure out an individualized plan to help them feel better, move better, and really just conquer life. So these Facebook Lives are really exciting, and today we're talking about one small mindset shift that can help you create really big brain change. And so I love this technique. I love teaching people this technique, and I'm excited to share it with you guys today. So Sheila says hello Sheila. And while we're getting it kind of set up here, we have Lauren as our moderator today. She's in the comments section answering questions. And so if you guys just tune in, if you're here, say hello, give me a thumbs up. I haven't seen you guys in a little while, so I'm excited to be here. If you have any questions during the Facebook Live, just put them in the comments section below, and I'll make sure that we get to them near the end here. And while we are letting some people filter in, I also wanted to share with you that we are at Invigorate, we're doing a special 3-part Parkinson's wellness series for the new year. So it's going to start on January 2nd, and we're walking you through how to really be successful in the new year. So we're not going to talk about resolutions. We're not going to talk about weight loss goals, although if you have those goals, those are great. But we're going to really dive deeper and to make sure that you have an effective and sustainable plan that keeps you active and healthy for all of 2017. So like I said, it's a 3-part series. If you're interested in more information about that, you can go to invigoratept.com/2017, the number 2017, and sign up there, and you'll get some information about when that's coming down the pipeline and how to get involved in that. And also when you sign up, you'll get an ebook that I created with 8 simple steps to getting the most out of your Parkinson's treatment program. So if it's kind of an early holiday gift from me, when you sign up, you get that delivered free to your inbox along with everything else. So I see a few people are filtering in here. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to be here. It's nice to have you. And Lori's in here, and Sheila again. Thanks for joining, guys. I'm so excited you're back. Mark, happy December. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's December. It's crazy. I haven't even started any of my holiday shopping. But Beth and Mark, hello. Okay, so I see a lot of people in here who are from my Facebook community, and this question actually came from, I'm not sure if she's actually in our Facebook community or if she just kind of stays on the outskirts, but she sent me an email, and this topic today really stemmed from an email from Dee. And Dee writes, I'm going to read it off here. She says, I've been diagnosed with Parkinson's for 3 years. I know I should be more active, but I've never really enjoyed exercising. So she said, it's tough now knowing that my health depends on it. So what do I do if I hate to exercise? And I know that Dee is not the only one who feels this way. So if you are out there and you've been diagnosed with Parkinson's and you hate to exercise, or you hated to exercise at some point, or you hate to exercise on some days, give us a thumbs up, because we know that Dee's not alone. So I get it. Exercise is not the most fun thing for a lot of people. Some people are really physical, they really enjoy moving their bodies, and then there are other people who have never exercised in their entire life. And so we need to figure out how to get everyone exercising, and that's what this Facebook Live is all about today. So if you're new to exercise and you've never exercised before, exercise can be really intimidating and challenging. You start moving and you're out of breath, your heart's racing, you're sweating, which some people, don't like to sweat. Your muscles are burning, and you're thinking, cannot be good for me. This does not feel good at all. And, then as you are exercising, there are some people who are really tired, and this comes a lot with Parkinson's and some other neurological diagnoses, which is severe exhaustion. You're just completely wiped out, and you're thinking exercise is supposed to give me more energy, and now I'm just leaving feeling exhausted. If any of these resonate with you, just give me a thumbs up. And also, as a side note, we did do a video about boosting your energy levels naturally, and Lauren will post a link here below in a minute, but we did a Facebook Live about that. So you can check that out if that's you and you need more energy. But I see a couple thumbs up in here. So I know that those are not uncommon feelings when you're starting to exercise. So, on top of all of that, exercise really not feeling good and feeling very foreign, apathy and motivation issues can really plummet just by the way that Parkinson's, the brain works. Those things can be really prominent too. And so we have this really cruel combination of not liking to exercise, lack of motivation, discomfort. And so at the same time, Parkinson's is a diagnosis that not only benefits from regular intense exercise, but I would argue that it requires it. It requires it in the same way that you need food, you need oxygen, you need water. A Parkinson's brain and body requires exercise. So you guys probably know all of this, and nothing is new to you so far. But we're going to talk about 2 ways to navigate around this kind of conundrum. There's one approach that is bound to fail. And then there's another approach that we're going to work on today that is going to significantly improve your chances of succeeding with this exercise plan. So let's talk about the first approach, which is trying to use logic to negotiate with yourself and convince yourself that when you're exercising, you're doing something that's really good for you. And when I was doing personal training and even early on in my career as a physical therapist, this is the way I tried to motivate people to exercise. I would use pure logic. There are a lot of things that people can tell you that are logical about exercise to help try and convince you that you should be exercising. And these are some of the common ones. You should exercise because it's good for your brain. You should exercise so that your muscles get stronger. You should exercise because you'll be more flexible. You should exercise because it's good for you. This general blanket of it's just good for you, so you should do it. And then some people, they think in their mind, I should exercise because my doctor told me to, which drives me crazy. But that's a whole nother soapbox. So after a while, though, this logical approach fails. And the reason is that the motivation in this situation is external. So all of your motivation comes from being told that you should be motivated. So when that happens and you're being told you should exercise, you really have zero buy-in. You don't have any emotional connection at all to any of those logical reasons. We may think that we're logical beings, but really, truly, we're emotional beings. And so that translates into, zero emotional connection equals zero motivation. And I see a couple of thumbs up. So it sounds like that resonates with some of you. You've probably all been told you should be exercising. But today I want to flip the script and help you find an emotional connection to exercising, because that's going to be incredibly more potent in the long run for you. So I have a little activity for you, and I want you all to follow along. And this activity is going to help you find your emotional connection. So if you're driving and watching this, you shouldn't be driving anyway, but if you should be sitting in a comfortable place, and I want you to close your eyes. So whoever's next to you watching this with you, both of you close your eyes, and I can see if you're peeking, so close your eyes, really do it. All right, so once your eyes are closed, we're going to sit and just take a couple deep breaths and kind of just settle in. So inhale nice and deeply, and then exhale all the way out. And as you're settling into feeling nice and relaxed, I want you to keep your eyes closed, and I want you to think of something active that you currently do that you really enjoy. And so I'll give you a couple of examples here, but you're going to think about picking up your grandkids off the floor. You may have a tiny little grandkid that runs up to you and you bend down and pick them up. You might think about riding your bike across a really beautiful trail. You might think about rock climbing. You might think about kayaking. You might think about hiking. I know a lot of you out there are gardeners. You might think about gardening, walking to shop at the mall, whatever that active thing is that you really enjoy. It can be anything that you do to move your body. I want you to bring that to mind. If you're having trouble thinking of something that you currently are doing that's active, you can go back in time just a little bit and think about something that you really loved doing that maybe you stopped doing because of an injury or because someone told you should stop doing it, but that you'd like to get back to, and you still feel really passionately about being able to get back to it. So those things, more examples may include walking and traveling, getting off of a cruise ship and walking around town, looking at the sights, maybe hiking again, carrying your grandkids across the room, dancing, two-stepping here in Texas, bowling, yoga. And I really want you to just let your imagination flow and get back to something that, maybe you're boxing because you're supposed to for Parkinson's, but what was that activity that you really love to do? And I want you to imagine yourself now, keep your eyes closed. I want you to imagine yourself doing that activity. So imagine yourself really going through the motions. Keep those eyes closed if you can, and I want you to really look around you. Where are you doing this activity? What do you see around you? I want you to feel your body moving fluidly and easily in every direction that you need to go. You're going up and down rocks, you're bending over, picking things up. It feels good and fluid and healthy. And I want you to really, how do you feel when you do that activity? Do you feel freedom? Do you feel peaceful? Do you feel just pure happiness? Do you feel calm? Whatever that feeling is inside you, I want you to really, with your eyes still closed, keep breathing deep, and I want you to really fill yourself up with that feeling, that joy feeling, that freedom, that positive energy. I want you to just really fill all the way up with it, deep breaths in. And when you're doing this activity, you can do this for as long as you'd like, but we're just going to kind of keep visualizing it for a few more minutes. And as you're really filled up with that feeling, I want you to recognize that that feeling right there is going to be what you use to reframe your mindset around exercising. So that feeling that you have, that feeling of freedom, of happiness, of peacefulness, of joy, that is the reason why you exercise. And so as you come out of that and open your eyes, what I'm really trying to illustrate here is that exercise is not an inconvenience. Exercise is an investment in your ability to do the things that you love and get that feeling today and for years to come. So I know that a lot of you are motivated emotionally to preserve your mobility and to even return to the things that you love to do. And using that feeling, that internal motivation is so much more effective than telling yourself it's good for you in any way. And if you did that activity and you liked it, just give me a thumbs up. You could even share your activity in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what motivates you. But when you look at exercise as an investment, this is the mindset shift right here. This is the money mindset. When you look at exercise as an investment in your future self instead of an inconvenience that someone else has put onto you as a task to do, you're far more connected to your program, and in turn you'll get more out of it in the long run. What we focus on, what we focus our energy on grows, and so we're focusing our energy on that positive feeling, and you're going to attract it right back to you as you continue that exercise. So this is something you can do every single day. Take 5 minutes, deep breaths, channel those internal motivation, that activity, or 2 or 3, you can pick a different one every day. Sit with it, breathe with it for about 5 minutes, and just, at the end of it, I want you to kind of say this mantra. Exercise is an investment, not an inconvenience. So write that down. Exercise is an investment, not an inconvenience. And my hope is that by embracing that mantra, that can really, and envisioning that activity can really help you get up and get motivated, even just to start your program, just to go for a walk, just to change something up. And so that can really act as a kind of springboard. So the way that I want to close that off is that feeling, that life that you live is not optional, right? That's what you want to do. That's why you're here. You're here to explore the world, have a family, whatever you are motivated to do. That's why you're here, and that's why you exercise. So do the program that helps you achieve that. That's what we're here for. So I hope you enjoyed that kind of 3-minute exercise. I see some people are sharing. Lori, gardening and swimming is her big deal. Mark, biking and dancing. Oh yeah, I love to dance. Roger, hi, welcome back. And David's in here too. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for sharing your emotional connection. I think it helps a lot, and the people in here really appreciate that. So thank you for sharing. And this, of course, this Facebook Live is a continuation of a blog post that I wrote this week. And in that blog post, I'd encourage you all to go check it out, because I talk about this concept of minding the gap. And what the minding the gap is all about is helping you reframe your mindset when you're really frustrated about maybe not making the progress you'd want to make. And it's about focusing on what you've achieved and what you are finding benefits from, instead of focusing on what you're lacking. So if you want to dive deeper into that, Lauren will share the link below, but you can head over to invigoratept.com/blog and you'll find that post there. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if there were any questions in here. If you guys have questions, or if you've liked what's going on today, you can give a thumbs up or share in the comment section below. Ask me any questions you'd like, and if we're gathering those up, I also wanted to remind you that we are doing that 3-part Parkinson series starting on January 2nd. So if you want to be part of that, you can go to invigoratept.com/2017, and I hope to have you guys all along with that for that new 3-part series, all about getting you on track to succeed for 2017. And if we don't have any questions, if you found this video helpful, I would love if you could share it with your friends on Facebook or Twitter or wherever, via email. Share it with someone that you love that might need a little bit of a pick-me-up. And then you can also subscribe to us on YouTube so you don't miss any videos at all. So unless we have some questions, which it doesn't look like we do, I think about you guys often. I'm wishing you the best of luck this winter season. Leave me comments in the comment section below. And until next time, keep moving. And of course, big hugs to you all. So have a great night. I'll see you guys later.